What if I told you that the reason your energy, your sleep, and even your erections have faded after 60 has nothing to do with age itself? What if I told you the answer isn't inside a pill bottle or some complex treatment, but inside a small spice you've likely passed by 100 times at the store? And what if I told you that chewing this spice at night could send warm blood flowing through your body in seconds, waking up strength you believed was lost forever? I'm Dr. Laura, a urologist with over 30 years of experience helping men just like you get back their vitality and confidence. I've sat across from thousands of men who thought their best years were behind them, and I've seen for myself that with the right method, that just isn't the case. I'm here to guide you with both science and understanding, because I know precisely what you're going through. Now, here's the puzzle. Most men believe fading performance is just a normal part of getting older, but that's not the truth. Erections don't just disappear with age. They weaken because blood flow slows and stress hormones increase. The sad part is that these changes can be undone if you know how to flip the right switches in your body, and that's where this spice comes in. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how one simple 60-second habit, done at the right time of day, can unlock circulation, calm your stress, and restart your testosterone naturally. This is not theory. It's a proven natural method that has already changed the lives of men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. And I'm going to take you step by step. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'll reveal not only what this spice is, but exactly how to use it to feel stronger, sleep deeper, and perform like yourself again. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next advice, designed especially for men over 60. And let me hear from you in the comments. If you're ready to try this spice for yourself, type Y. If you're still unsure, type no, so I know how to guide you better in future videos. Now that you understand the promise of this simple spice, let's begin with the first truth. Every man over 60 must know. Erections don't simply vanish with age. They weaken because the tiniest blood vessels in your body begin to narrow, slowly choking off the circulation your manhood depends on. Why erections fade after 60? I want you to know something important right from the start. When erections begin to fade after 60, it is not simply because you are getting older. Too many men blame age, as if turning 60 automatically shuts down their body, but that is not true. What actually happens is much more specific, and the good news is, it can be changed. The blood vessels that supply your manhood are some of the smallest in your entire body. Imagine a strand of hair that's about the same size. Over the decades, every moment of stress, every night of poor sleep, every ounce of inflammation quietly narrows those vessels. The process is slow, almost invisible. One day, you wake up and realize your morning erections aren't as strong as they used to be, and over time, intimacy feels less reliable, and confidence begins to slip away. I have sat across from countless men in my office who whispered almost in shame that they felt like less of themselves because of this change. And I always tell them the same thing. You are not broken. Your body remembers exactly what to do. Those vessels can open again. Blood can flow again, and the strength you once felt is not gone. It is simply waiting for the right signal to return. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. Blood flow is only part of the picture, as there is another hidden force at work in your body after 60, and it silently robs you of the energy and intimacy you deserve. And that is what we need to uncover next. The hidden hormone enemy. Now that you understand how weakened circulation quietly steals your strength, let's talk about something even more powerful that works against you, your hormones. Over the years, I've seen so many men walk into my office puzzled because their blood pressure was fine and their heart seemed strong, yet they felt exhausted, disconnected, and strangely unmotivated. The truth is, the silent thief behind it all is cortisol, the stress hormone. When your body is under stress, whether it's financial worry, family responsibility, sleepless nights, or even hidden inflammation in your gums, cortisol levels rise. And here's the cruel reality: cortisol and testosterone are enemies. When cortisol rises, testosterone drops. Testosterone is not just about intimacy, it drives your energy, your mood, your confidence, even the way you carry yourself when you walk into a room, and without it, life feels flat. Many men tell me it's like living in black and white after decades of seeing the world in color. I remember one gentleman, 72 years old, who said to me, "Doc, I don't recognize myself anymore. I feel like a ghost of who I was." His labs showed sky-high cortisol and very low testosterone, but when we brought his stress down, his testosterone returned, and with it came his smile, his drive, and yes, his intimacy. So, it's not just about getting blood where it needs to go. It's about calming the body, lowering stress, and creating an environment where testosterone can thrive again. And that brings us to something remarkable, a natural gift that has been hiding in plain sight for centuries, capable of tackling both circulation and cortisol at the same time. The spice that changes everything. Now, take 3 whole cloves, the dried flower buds themselves, not the powder, and not the oil, and place them gently between your teeth, biting down until you hear that little crack. For the first 30 seconds, do not chew, but let the warm, potent oils seep into your saliva and pass through the soft tissues of your mouth, straight into your bloodstream, a method that works almost instantly, unlike a pill that takes hours to work through digestion. After those 30 seconds, slowly chew the cloves for another 30, feeling the oils release fully, their sharp flavor, reminding you that something powerful is happening. As by this time, the active compounds have already begun opening your blood vessels and calming your nervous system. You can swallow the remains or spit them out, as it doesn't matter, because the work is already being done. Men often report surprise at how such a small, ordinary act could feel so meaningful, as if their body was waking up again. This ritual takes just 60 seconds, yet it can set the stage for deeper sleep, calmer nights, and stronger circulation, though timing matters. And when you choose to do this ritual, can amplify its effects even more. So let's talk about the perfect moments to unlock its full potential. The best times to chew are crucial, as timing can make the difference between an ordinary result and a remarkable one. And I've discovered that the moments you choose are just as important as the ritual itself. The most powerful time is about an hour before bed, when your body naturally begins to settle down, your blood pressure softens, and your nervous system shifts toward recovery, as chewing clove at this hour prepares your body for the deep restorative sleep during which testosterone is produced. With many of my patients reporting that after making this a habit, they not only slept more soundly, but also woke up with a strength and confidence they hadn't felt in years. The second golden window is first thing in the morning, before you eat. Think of it as jump-starting your engine for the day. As on an empty stomach, the active compounds in clove move through your system quickly, clearing brain fog, sharpening focus, and igniting circulation, like opening the curtains to let in fresh morning sunlight for your blood and your energy. With some men also chewing it before exercise or intimacy, finding it primes them to feel stronger, more present, and fully alive in the moment. Choosing these times is about syncing with your body's natural rhythms to get the maximum benefit, but knowing when to chew is only part of the story, as the real excitement comes when you begin to see what happens after days and weeks of staying consistent, which is where the journey becomes truly life-changing. When asked, "How soon will I feel the difference?" I always explain that real change doesn't come overnight, but with consistency, your body will begin to respond in ways that are both subtle and powerful. In the first 7 days, most men describe a gentle shift, noticing a lightness in their chest, a warmth spreading through their lower body, or simply that their sleep feels deeper and less interrupted. a foundation being laid quietly beneath the surface. By the second week, around day 14, the benefits gather momentum, with many men waking up feeling more refreshed, their minds clearer, and moods steadier, some even reporting a stronger morning erection, or a spontaneous spark of desire that seemed lost, which is your circulation coming back to life, and your hormones starting to rebalance, as your body remembers how to perform, as it once did. By day 30, the transformation becomes undeniable, with firmer, more consistent erections, and a return of confidence, not just in intimate moments, but in everyday life, as men carry themselves differently, smile more, and feel present in their own skin again. This is not about chasing youth, but about reclaiming vitality and stepping back into the man you were always meant to be. And yet, even as powerful as this simple spice ritual can be,